Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 9 US destroyer, Fletcher. It has 5 main guns, 10 torpedoes, 22 AA guns, a surface detection of 6.4 kilometers, top speed 36.5 knots, total health 17,100. For my modules, reduced crit chance on main battery and propulsion, faster torpedo aim, faster rudder shift, and concealment. For my commander, situation awareness, basic firing training, faster turret traverse, lower cooldown on torpedoes, superintendent, and last stand. We are on the map Land of Fire, and it seems like I get this map all the time. Hopefully you're not bored by it. I really do care about these things. This game is anything but boring, though. Now, just to let everyone know, I'm going to be out of town for the weekend, but I will have videos pre-recorded and scheduled to come up every day at their normal time. There should be no dip in content whatsoever on your end. I just want to let you know that I might be even slower to replying to comments. I know it's backlogged. Hopefully at the viewing of this video, I will be caught up, and there'll be another 3-day delay between the comments you leave for the Fletcher and when I reply. So I am sorry. I've been busy doing the videos, grinding through rank, and also I play World of Warcraft, and my raid days are during the week, so that's the way it goes. So, on to the match. Enemy Hatsaharu and an enemy Udalalu. I haven't looked up the pronunciation for that ship yet. Both of these enemy destroyers show up, and they both pop smoke. So, right off the bat, I'm going to disappear to them, because neither of them are really spotting for the other target. This is a kind of a quirk with not communicating or not being a team player, and every once in a while I'm jumping in and out. The Soviet destroyer, we'll just call that Soviet destroyer, he eventually moves away from the smoke, and he's dead in the water. Someone hasn't chosen last stand. Well, guess what? There's 4 friendly destroyers firing on you. The Hatsaharu pulls back. He's not even visible. The team just overwhelmed that Soviet destroyer and took him out. So now we're going to successfully capture C. I'm not one of those players that ignores the objective. We're here, we might as well capture it. It's not a huge delay. It might be 10-15 seconds that we lose on the enemy Hatsaharu and anyone else that's going. There are 2 enemy Pensacola's along with the Hatsaharu and the Amagi. They all wanted to push C just like we, and we just overwhelmed and pushed them back before they could even get on the point. Successfully captured C, so we're going to move forward. Now, this smoke is interesting. When you see someone, an enemy destroyer, maybe a friendly destroyer, drop their smoke, you can do exactly what you do with your personal smoke. You can come to a complete stop and take advantage of it, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to send out 1 set on the Pensacola. I really like the way FLX was playing the first user replay that I did, and I've just basically adopted that strategy of 1 set right on the indicator, keep another set, and oh no, the smoke disappears. So we still have our smoke, we pop it again. Enemy Hatsaharu showed up for half a second. We were the ones giving vision to our team, so we do deny the team vision on the destroyer, but we're not dead, right? We would be out in the open, completely naked, and instead, we're going to switch to the Pensacola. He's still visible to my allies, and he's about to run into my torpedoes. How many are going to hit? 1, 2, yes! Enemy Pensacola devastated. Now, there's an Amagi, so we switch right to it. There's also a Pensacola and the Hatsaharu in the area. It looks like a target. Yeah, the Pensacola was firing blind, and now he's visible because of that. An enemy destroyer is actually at the northeast side of the map, and I pinged that out just to make sure that not only those 2 know, but anyone else that could possibly fire on his position. Now, we lead the Amagi because we believed he would continue on course. And we believed incorrectly. Look at this guy. He's going to come to a complete stop. I think his scout plane, which I just killed, saw the torpedoes, and he immediately full throttle back and held it longer than maybe he wanted to. So that's just a waste of a torpedo set. And we're firing HE, but we're not getting the kind of damage we should. We're hitting right on the superstructure, and we're only getting, 500 to 800. So we're going to go to AP. And AP is way more damage. Look at the amount of damage we're doing. This is what you need to do to a target that's like this. When a battleship shows your side, you could be just as effective. And I believe he's going to back up, but I see that there's a lot of ally torpedoes in the water. I'm not going to waste it on this particular target. He's dead. It's just who's going to get the kill. And we're just continuing to unload. How many torpedoes are going to make contact? Looks like not a single one. Oh, the front one just got one. Oh, another one. Okay, he's down to 2,500. And we follow up and kill him. And that was a little bit of everything from us. We had 2 torpedoes from a friendly destroyer, a huge citadel, I believe, from a battleship, and a ton of shells making contact to that enemy Amagi. He was dead. There was just no way out of it. And I think he knew. And this is just so hilarious how overwhelming we've been to the enemy. They can't even get out of the way fast enough. We're just walking all over them. And the enemy Pensacola, of course, is running away. We're going to try and get in range to engage him. I think I really need to make use of AP more often. I treat it like, if I can't get a citadel penetration, then the damage isn't worth it. And that's, of course, not correct. There are times when HE is going to make contact with the enemy ship, but it'll just be superficial. It won't actually be damage. And AP is giving you damage pretty much every single time you get a penetration, whether it is a citadel or a normal penetration on a safe part of the ship. Now, I, of course, am going to switch back to HE. Module damage on an enemy destroyer is massive. And this enemy Kagero is firing on our position, and of course, it wouldn't be a US destroyer without one of the guns completely destroyed. And we're maintaining a pretty neutral stance. We only have one gun in the front, though, at this point, so I would like to bring my guns to bear. And he gets a nice shot, he takes out propulsion, but with last stand, it isn't really a big deal, and we're able to bring all our guns to bear and fire on his position. He is dead in the water. I believe he doesn't have last stand, he's just too slow. And he pops smoke in an effort to save himself. Well, I don't know if that's going to work. We get a couple shots on a blind target, and he disappears. Now, I don't know how low he got, but he got pretty low. And he fires. Oh, yes! He burns down. See you later, enemy destroyer. And we're spotted, obviously, and I'm going to do exactly what I did probably 2 or 3 minutes ago. I'm going to go to the enemy smoke, come to a complete stop, and use it against his allies. I'm sure. I know how I would feel. I'd feel like, you traitor. Why are you giving him an advantage over us? And we're still outside the smoke, so we're still visible. But as we move towards the smoke, you'll start to see detection drop, and we're still firing. So once detection has dropped, we're going to bring it back all the way to a complete stop and still continue firing on this Pensacola. Now, it's not an easy shot. 9 kilometers with a US destroyer is an eternity. Just look at how long it takes these rounds to get to the target, and he's maneuvering wildly because he would like to live. But spoiler alert, there's too many allies firing on your position, Pensacola, to live. It's just, when are you going to die, not if. A enemy Atago is moving into the area. We are detected, so the smoke from the enemy that we were taking advantage of has dissipated. Now, this is dangerous. I'm trying to finish off the Pensacola, or help finish it off. I also see an enemy Atago. I'm going to send one set towards it, and hope he wants to kill me. I could see his guns looking right at me, so we have to pop our smoke. But we have our smoke. We've been pretty lucky to be able to have the smoke of the enemy on top of our smoke, so it's almost like we've had 5 charges of smoke, not only 3. So of course we're engaging the Atago. He has to switch targets. It looks like he recognizes his doom is imminent with the torpedoes incoming, and it's just, will he be able to avoid it? We're trying to make sure that 1 torpedo will be enough, because I don't think another one will hit. And we get him! We get him with 1, and that's enough! Enemy Atago dead. Enemy Pensacola has stopped his burn, but anything will kill him. Friendly does finally finish off the enemy Pensacola, and this was really and truly a blitzkrieg, a lightning war. We just annihilated every single enemy target. And who's going to get the Mayhan? We're trying to help kill the Mayhan. We land a couple rounds. Not enough, though. Friendly finishes off the Mayhan. Or friendlies. It's just everyone fire on it. And the Enemy has a interesting word for it. I wouldn't quite use that word, but I would say it's annihilation. And of course, our team won the game. Staring at that Iowa, he's basically full health. He was just on the wrong side of the map, or the right side. We got 4 kills, 3 torpedo strikes. We were able to complete 2 of our missions. And we had almost 400,000 credits earned, almost 200 hits with our shells. We got a couple fires, a couple floods, we assisted in capture, and the devastating strike medal. We had a base XP of 2,047, so just a solid, strong game from, of course, the Fletcher. We did around 80,000 points of damage between all sources, so evenly distributed, or very nearly. I hope you enjoyed seeing this game. I love this game. This was immediate share. I played this game probably 30 minutes before I made the video. It just had to be made. I mean, look at it. It's amazing. I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.